Dear students, this is Alamgir Chowdhury, lecturer in English, Chittagong College, Chittagong. This class is actually meant for degree third year students, BA, BSc pass. Dear students, all of you are in the know of the fact that today we have been getting stuck in abysmal despair, all-consuming frustration, and hopelessness in every aspect of our life. But in this unexpected and unusual backdrop of situation, our college administration, especially our principal sir, Professor M. Chowdhury, and also Vice Principal Sir, Professor M. Chowdhury, has been rendering relentless services for every good of this college. All of you know that Chittagong College is the second oldest college in Bangladesh and one of the best colleges in the Indian subcontinent. So, first of all, I would like to pay my deepest respect and thanks to our Principal Sir and Vice Principal Sir, and also to the head of the department, Professor M. Sir, and course coordinators. Dear students, this concept, although this concept is very new, especially online video recorded class system, in matters of Chittagong College, we are making every effort to standardize the system, and we have gone far along with this system. So when you are in contact with me, or those students who are assigned with me, I conducted many classes, and today this class is only just recapitulation, just repetition of all the activities. And I think if you pay patient hearing to me, then you would get benefit from this class. I just pinpoint in this class section B or part B, which deals with grammar, and I will pinpoint some grammatical items which will be complementary for your examination. If you don't get these grammar items in your examination, but these grammar items will be in many ways similar to the grammars introduced in exam questions. So I would like to start the grammar items. I start the grammar items, and these items are will be seen in the slide number 2. Here you see on the slide, change the following words as directed and make sentences with the changed words. Here, my dear students, we will see some grammar items which are which you are asked to transform according to direction, and then you will make sentences with the changed items. At first we see wisdom. You have to make wisdom or transform wisdom into adjective. So wisdom is noun, then adjective of wisdom is wise. So we see in our life many wise men, or he is a very wise man. His decision is very wise. He made a very wise decision in the meeting. Then success is the adjective of success, adverb of success is successfully. We have done our examination successfully. We have made everything successfully. We have performed everything successfully. Then preference. Preference is a noun and the verb of preference is prefer. The sentence of preference, prefer will be, he prefers milk to tea. Again, he prefers dancing to singing. Then we see rich and the verb of rich, enrich. He enriched his writing by introducing many elements. Then we see importance. Important is an adjective, then noun. The noun of importance will be importance. The sentence of importance is, he has given importance on learning English. And then independence. Independence is noun. The adjective of independence is independent. Bangladesh is an independent country. All of us are able to make independent decisions. Then nation. The adjective of nation is national. Our national anthem was written by Rabindranath Tagore. Then life. If we make life verb, the verb of life is lived. He has been living in Dhaka for 5 years. Then exposure. Exposure is noun. The verb of exposure is expose. We should always keep ourselves exposed to light. Or he exposes his identity to the public, to the people. In many ways you can write sentences with the changed words. Truth will expose one day. That means come to light. Invention. The verb of invention is invent. So if anything isn't existing physically, if it is created, then in this case, it would be invention or invented. So the verb of invention is invent. Marconi invented radio. So if there is existence, the verb of creation or create will be discovered. So Columbus discovered America because America was existed during the time. Large. Large, the verb of large is enlarge. He has enlarged his ideas. He has enlarged his opinion. He has enlarged his assessment. Then differentiate. Differentiate is a verb, and the noun of differentiate is differentiation. We can make we can make a differentiation between good and evil, or we have to make a differentiation between day and night. So then we come to next, submission. Submission is a noun. The verb of submission is submit. He submitted his application to the principal. Or in other example, we submit ourselves to nature for a pleasure moment, or we have to submit to destiny one day. Then please. The noun of please is pleasure. The sentence of pleasure is, it is my pleasure to conduct the class with you. In many ways you can make sentence with pleasure. There is no pleasure in such unexpected situation. Then congratulations. We use this word in our everyday life. Congratulations. Verb is congratulate. Then I congratulated him on his brilliant results. Succeed. Noun of succeed is success. He has made a brilliant success in his HSC results. Then, my dear students, let's come to the next point. Here, the question is 3. The number of question is 3. Supply a suitable word to fill in the blank in each of the following. Here, we see some grammar items. All these items actually are taken from different sources of grammar. Here, all the grammars are conflated, and this is actually used real grammar text. So here in the we see a drowning man. We have to use a verb. A drowning man at a straw. Here at is used as a preposition, so we need a verb here. A drowning man catches at a straw. Then B. The boy excels in speaking. Here prepositional test. Excels in means he is excellent in speaking English. Then see, it is I am. So here it is I who am to blame. Here this is a complex sentence. I is always in association with am. I am. So you have to use it am. It is I who am to blame. Then D. I congratulated him on his success, as I told you earlier. Dear students, come to the next united we stand divided form. This is a proverb. Then, if would you mind opening the door or closing the door? Any verb we can use, opening or closing. As here we see, notice mind. Uh, in when there is mind, this sort of verb demands other verb as present participle. If any verb after mind is used, you are to transform this verb as present participle. So, would you mind opening the door or closing the door? Then, man proposes, but God disposes. What in other way, what man proposes, God disposes. This is also a proverb. Then, walk fast. Here there is a mistake. Least we should use, or you should take it as a lest. Walk fast. Lest you should miss the bus, not least. Then he speaks English like the English. Here, the second English is a nation. That's why we have to use definite article be. Again, we use the if we use language after English. Say the English language. But otherwise, we never use the before English as the language. But when we use language, the English language. So here he speaks English like the English. The English means nation. Then scarcely had I entered the class when the students stood up. Here, not stood up. This is a mistake. Stood up. Up. So scarcely, hardly. If we use scarcely or hardly, then we use when adverb of time. Scarcely had I entered the class when the students stood up. If I use hardly, I have to use when. But in case of using no sooner, when I use no sooner, then no sooner had I entered the class, then the students stood up. Then the phone rang after I had entered the room. The phone rang after I had entered the room. In our life, we use past perfect tense after an action or before an action. Before an action, the patient had died before the doctor came, and the patient died after the doctor had come. So we should keep it in our mind. Then we can solve this kind of problem or this kind of question in the exam. So the phone rang after I had entered the room. And then I look forward to receiving it. If we see look forward to, am used to, am accustomed to, then I have to make the infinitive verb as present participle. I look forward to receiving you. I look forward to seeing you in such way, not see you or receiving. Again, am used to, am accustomed to also follow same rule. I am used to, or I am accustomed to driving a car or driving a motorcycle. Then he behaved as if he or a fool. If we use past indefinite tense, or if the verb is in past form before as if, then we have to use past perfect tense after as if or as though. So as behaved is in past condition, so I have to use after as if past perfect tense. He behaved as if he had been a fool, not he were a fool. Then if there is present form, he behaves, then he or a fool. This may be used. So if he behaves, then if we use he behaves as if he were a fool. But if we use he behaved as if he had been a fool. So past perfect tense. And then if I were a bird, this is second conditional. If I were a bird or unreal conditional, I could fly in the sky, or I would fly in the sky. Because I am, it is well impossible for me to be a bird. That's why I cannot fly in the sky. So unreal condition. Then, my dear students, I will dilate upon another thing. Say there. We see divide the mangoes. There are chronological disturbance. Chronological sequence has been disturbed. So never take it otherwise. I just go with the content. Divide the mangoes among the boys. If the boys are more than 2, then we have to use among. And if the boys within 2, then we have to use between. Then divide the mangoes between the 2 boys. And if it is more than 2, then divide the mangoes among the boys. Then again, would that I are a child again. Would that means if unreal condition. I could not be a child again. That's why would that I are a child again. This is unreal condition or second condition. I cannot help laughing at his behavior. Cannot help laughing. As I see the verb is in present participle, then I think the earlier verb is help. I cannot help laughing at his behavior. In other way, we can say or we can write, I cannot but laugh at his behavior. Cannot but laugh. Again, I cannot. If I use help, then laughing. Dash the word in the dictionary. Here, my dear students, you will use the actual verb. We cannot use whatever we like. Find out the word, see the word, look the word. These are incorrect. So, what will be the correct phrase or word or words we have to use it? Look up the word in the dictionary. Open dash page 5. Open at page 5. Open at page 50. Then again, I wish I were a millionaire. I wish, actually, this is impossible, unreal condition. I wish, but my design or intention will not be materialized, will not come true. That's why I wish I were a millionaire. I or I, not was. Unreal condition, unreal desire. Then people consider him a great man. People consider him patriot. But in using consider, we never use as. But here you should remember that if I use people regard him, then I have to use as. People regard him as a patriot. But in case of using consider, people consider him a patriot. We need not use as. Then the next, he is as tall as his father. This is positive. He is as tall as his father. He is like his father in height. And then inform the police the matter. Here I have to use preposition. Inform the police of the matter. and not to inform the police of the matter. Then he prefers coffee to tea. He prefers coffee to tea. As I told you earlier, he prefers dancing to singing. Again, to dispel a problem or confusion, he prefers dancing to singing. Then 50 miles a long distance. Here, miles are plural, but in using miles or distance or weight or money, the verb is always singular. 50 miles is a long distance. 50 miles is a long walk. Then, my dear students, I wish today Friday. Actually, this is wish. This cannot be materialized or fulfilled. My wish is impossible to give material shape. That's why I wish today or Friday. As it is impossible, that's why I use or. I wish today not was Friday or Friday. Then you had leave the place. You had better leave the place. You had better leave the place, or you had better do the job. You had better go to home, etc. Then he is accused. Here we need preposition. He is accused of theft. Accused of theft. That means he is responsible. He is taken, convicted as for thieving. Then, my dear students, number 4, use the right form of verbs within the brackets. Number A, I live here for 3 years. Here for 3 years, this sentence must be in present perfect continuous. I have been living here for 3 years. And then the man hanged for murder. Actually, if anyone is hanged, then not the first participle of hang is hanged, not hung. If man is hanged, then we have to use hanged. Hang, hanged. The man is hanged for murder, or the man was hanged for murder, as there is no mention of time. So we can use both present and past. The man is hanged for murder, or the man is who was hanged for murder. Manush julale hanged hobe, or kono bostu julale hung, hang, hung. So suppose the calendar is hung on the wall. Then he recently joined the club. Recently, just now, must be used as present perfect tense. He has recently joined the club. Then 5 miles, as I told you earlier, is a long way. Then the girl went away, laughed. Here we have to use present participle, laughing. He behaves as if or as though, as I told you earlier, he were met. Then each of the girls is or was present. As the time is in mentioned past or present, then we can use both. Each of the girls is or was present. Here, subject is each, then not girls. So you should always dispel the confusion. 10 years have passed since I meet you. Then 10 years have passed. This is present perfect. So I have to use after since. 10 years have passed since I have met you. 10 years have passed since I have met you. Then 10 years passed since I had met you. If there is first form before since, then after since I have to use first past perfect tense. 10 years passed since I had met you. Then while walk, I saw a dead cow. Here, while walking, I saw a dead cow. While we can reuse the sentence. While I was walking, I saw a dead cow. But as if I omit subject, then while walking, I saw a dead cow. No sooner I reached the station than the train left. As I told you earlier, no sooner had I reached the station than the train left. Many a great man be present in the meeting. Dear students, here many a great man, man is singular. Many a great man is present in the meeting or was present in the meeting, as time is mentioned. But in the other sentence, many men, men, then here you have to use a many men are present or a many men are present in the meeting, as time isn't mentioned. That's why you can use both present and past. I answered, thank him. So after one verb, if another verb comes, you have to use as present participle. I answered, thanking him. Then I got the car washed. This is causative verb, washed by someone. It is high time we changed our bad habits. Dear students, you come across this type of sentence in another form. It is high time, if there is no subject we. It is high time to change our bad habits. If there is infinitive to, then you use present form. It is high time to change our bad habits. If we see subject after time, then it is high time we changed. Changed must be in past form. Changed our bad habits. If there is no use of high, then it is time we changed our bad habits. Then, dear students, number 5. Give the antonyms of the following words and make sentences with those antonyms. Antonyms before each chapter. Dear students, here we see first of all old. The antonym of old is new. So you can make a sentence with new. This car is new. Friend. The antonym of friend is enemy. He is my enemy. Then polite. The antonym of polite is impolite. His behavior is very impolite. He is a very impolite man. Rich. The antonym of rich is poor. He is a poor man. He is mentally very poor. Then important. Important. The antonym of important is unimportant or not very much important. He talks on important matters always. Difficult, easy. He takes everything easy. It is easy to say. Ugly, beautiful. He is a very beautiful. She is a very beautiful girl. Bright, bright, dim. The light is very dim today. hard. Hard. The antonym of hard is soft, flexible. Is very soft in mind. Blessing, curse. He spell out a curse against me. He spells a curse against the boy. The mother curses his son. Artificial means original or genuine. The milk is genuine. The writing is genuine. Famous, notorious. He is a notorious thief. Authentic, unauthentic. What he says is unauthentic. Or he always speaks fabricated or unauthentic story. Defeat. This is a misspelling, not deafeat. So this is a mistake here. Defeat, victory. He has achieved a great victory. Capable. The antonym of capable is incapable. He is incapable of passing the exam. He is incapable of doing the activities. Start. He starts his job. He starts his journey. Rare. Available. Rice is available in the markets. Genuine, fake, or false. He always wears a false appearance. He always speaks false talk. Complex, easy. It is easy to say. Illegal, illegible. Illegible means not legible. That cannot be read. His writing is very illegible, not legible. Or legible is means readable. Illegible means unreadable. That cannot be read. His handwriting is illegible. Humane, kind. He is a very kind man. Then, my dear students, let's come to the next point. Frame WS questions from the following sentences. A. Dinajpur is famous for rice. Here, the statement is Dinajpur is famous for rice. So WS question means the questions that you form with how, what, when, where, why, by using these words. So Dinajpur is famous for rice. So we can say, or we can make a sentence with interrogative sentence by using this statement. Why is Dinajpur famous? Why is Dinajpur famous? So Dinajpur is famous for rice. We can get the answer from the question. Why is Dinajpur famous? Dinajpur is famous for rice. Or in other words, what is Dinajpur famous for? Then she has been waiting for 3 hours. Here we can make a question: how long has she been waiting? How long has she been waiting? She has been waiting for 3 hours. Then they went home to enjoy it. So this is the sentence is in past form. I can use the question: why did they go home? Why did they go home? Why did they go home? They go they went home to enjoy it. Then he goes to office on foot. How does he goes to office? Then the French Revolution took place in 1789. So you have to use oin. The French Revolution, oin did as the main verb is past form. So we have to use auxiliary verb as past. When did the French Revolution take place? Then there are 5 books on the table. How many books are on the table? Then Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. Wrote it in past form. Who wrote Hamlet? Then he will go there by bus. How will he go there? Then I borrowed his car. Borrowed is in past form. Whose car did you borrow? Kazi Nazrul is a rebel poet. Who is a rebel poet? Then Dhaka is 350 kilometers away from Chittagong. How far is Dhaka away? How far away is Dhaka from Chittagong? Or how far is Dhaka from Chittagong? 20 students are present in the class. How many students are present in the class? Then question number 7, rearrange the following to make sentences. All is at root, health of happiness the. So you have to make sensible sentences with these jumbled words. Health is the health, all is at root, health of happiness. So health is the root of all happiness. Health is the root of all happiness. Here at is not necessary. This is redundant. No can without prosper nation education. So no nation can prosper without education. Fatal causes diseases, many smoking. So smoking causes many fatal diseases. His was life, ways of simple. So his ways of life was simple. Here, his way of, there is a mistake also, petty mistake, ways, not ways. His way of life was simple. Then A was Socrates, the son sculptor of. Socrates was the son of a sculptor. Then if, as I am, you are as tall. I am as tall as you are. Or you are as tall as I am. G. Great population over cars is. So overpopulation is a great cause. My dear students, the setting of your question will be part A carries 10 marks, which I discussed in a class many a time. Then part B carries 20 marks, and then part C carries 50 marks. So you have to pay good attention to the part C because part C carries 50 marks. As you are familiar with writing, you have written, you wrote in your SSC, HSC, and now you are in the at the far end of your degree examination. So you will practice writing every day, write again and again, then your ability or capability will develop in writing. Without writing, you cannot get good marks. So the total marks of your exam will be 80 marks. Your degree examination will carry 80 marks, and 20 marks will be on in-course and attendance. So for time constraint and some technical problem, dear students, I could not go far. Still fine. All the best.